Basically, this conclave or this consultation is about the bill that has been published by the Jharkhand government. As you are aware, Rajasthan government had this act passed earlier, and Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, we were trying to improvise that particular bill. Karnataka government did improvise on that bill. We published in the public domain. We had 18 consultations in Karnataka, also with ILO, similar consultation in Bangalore. After 18 consultations, when we published the bill in the public domain, it was for about 10 days we had given the time, 10 working days. We will not believe we received 82 suggestions, objections, and also opinion. Mr. Ahanath, you also gave your suggestions, Swiggy, but you did not mention what type of social security measures you are giving. You should have mentioned it. If you had mentioned, we would have understood that all aggregators are doing. None of the aggregators mentioned what type of social security benefit they are doing. They did not tell us. It was not mentioned in your suggestions. Anyhow, you had not given, that's what I'm telling you. Even now you can give a copy to me. I would be very happy. Friends, but what I would like to say is, maybe the Jharkhand government officials should watch very carefully what I'm talking. It's very unfortunate, or maybe certain gaps which I have identified in your own bill. Instead of improvising on Rajasthan and also Karnataka bill, you have not improvised. You have just left so many things which was there in our bill. You could have adopted those things, but unfortunately you have not done so. Now there is a time and there is an opportunity for you to adopt those things which are left out, which is really a rights-based bill which we did. So I will just go one by one. Basically, what you are trying to say is the heading, you are giving more stress on registration and welfare, but you have left out social security, which our heading says. What I feel is all state governments willing to come out with a state legislature should be on par, and we should have pan-India sort of a thing. We should not deviate, so that it becomes very easy for aggregators to follow what we have. So if each state has a different type of a bill, then it becomes very difficult. So I request my officers, my brothers in Jharkhand, to adopt the similar bill so that we are all on the same platform. Most important is I will go section by section and identify where the changes or where you can adopt the important elements which are left out from the Karnataka bill. Coming to section 1 and subsection 4 of section 1, it's not there on the board. You are calling an aggregate, it applies to an aggregator or primary employer. What do you mean by primary employer? We have removed it in our Karnataka state. You cannot term aggregator as an employer, which you should also understand. Because why I am telling this is, if you say it applies to an aggregator or primary employer, then it is contradicting with your definition of gig worker under section 2F. How you are defining gig worker is, gig worker means a person who performs work or participates in a work arrangement and earns from such activities outside of traditional employer-employee relationships. You are telling there. While defining gig worker, you are adopting social security definition. While defining an aggregator to whom it applies to, you are telling it's a principal employer, and you don't primary employer, and you don't define primary employer. So you are contradicting your own definition of an employer, which is not fair. And further, in the definitions, you have simply mentioned under section A of section 2, you are telling about automated monitoring and decision making systems. You have defined the term, but when you read the bill, there is nothing about that. You have left that entire section. What we have done, what is the meaning of automated monitoring and decision making systems? You define, but it is not there in the bill. What is that? You are not mentioned. So that's a great, what to say, left out. Third, section C of section 2 definitions, you are talking about appellate authority. When you are talking about appellate authority, you are telling means the member convener of the board. When I look into the board composition, there is no such post as member convener. So again, there is a lot of misunderstanding about the appellate authority. Most important is the definition of fund. On one side you are telling fund, on other side you are telling cess. What Social Security Code is talking about is contribution. They never talk about cess. They never talk about anything. Karnataka government talks about welfare fee, but you are confusing yourself with fund, cess, and also welfare fee. So all the three terminologies are appearing in your bill, which you will have to either stick to welfare fee or stick to cess. Mind you, you cannot levy a cess because it is not the domain of the state government. Under the Indian Constitution, list 347 entry talks about fee.
And also, सर थोड़ा इंटरप्ट कर रहे हैं। सर आप चूँकि काफ़ी ब्रीफ से आपने स्टडी किया है, तो हम आपसे सर रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि बार हमें थोड़ा रिटर्न में आप हमें भेज देंगे तो शायद हम उसको बड़ा आसानी से।
So you want me to stop here? I can stop.
नहीं, आप सर थोड़ा कर दें, लेकिन
No, I don't understand Hindi. You please tell me in English. I don't understand Hindi.
जी,
What is it you want to tell me? You want me to stop?
हमने कहाँ पर छूटा है या क्या हमें और
I can't understand Hindi. You are talking in Hindi. What do I do? Certainly, certainly. So shall I stop then? I give it in writing. It is not summarization. It is, I have given it in detail. If you want, I will give it in writing and I'll stop my talk. So shall I stop now? No, there is benefit. That's what I'm talking. If you want to stop, I'll stop. If you want me to continue, I'll continue. My time is over. I don't understand. Is my time over? Then it's okay. Thank you very much.